It's the fucking truth.
That's the truth, man. That's the number one thing that happens as you get older.
If you're lifers like us, you just gotta be smart about your training.
100%.
Like, you know, I got young savages. I don't choose one. Like, you know,
Sure.
You don't gotta be that guy to fucking just slay everybody on the mat because you're the sensei.
You're gonna break. You'll break. You know, it's like you have a Corvette, you take it around the track, you can only do so many laps. Every car, even Formula One cars that cost $100 million, they break. You can only go so far, so fast, so long before you blow a rod. You got some shit goes sideways. Everybody I know has had surgery. Everybody.
Like for me, like when I'm in Philly with the crew, Brady and Piper and them, like it's hard being in a room with these guys because they want to grab you and do moves on you. And I'm like, oh, chill out, man.
Right.
Let's grab one of the younger guys.
Bro, the last guy you want grabbing you is Brady.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
When he gets on top of you and just starts squeezing you.
Yeah. That fucking fight with Joaquin Buckley, I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, he dragged out.
Yeah, but it was the level of domination was like shocking. I was like, okay, this is his best form. Like this is at his best. At his best, it's fucking terrible. He's a little inconsistent. The Morales fight was tough, but when he said like his head wasn't in it, but when his fucking head is in it and he's like dialed in,
for sure, man. He's like when he grabs you, like he'll squeeze you and you just start making like little noise, like.
He did to Leon, and what he did to Joaquin, you're like, holy shit, man, what is that like?
That was beautiful.
Beautiful.
As explosive an athlete as
the flow, like everywhere they went, he was just following them one step ahead. It was like, no escape.
Yeah. He don't let you out, man.
Smush.
Yeah, he just gets smushed. His back is so big, he just gets so much coverage over you when he's on top of you.
And the balance, it's just like so many steps ahead of them on the ground. But the one time, it really looked like a cardio. Like he was just getting
yeah.
Super.
I believe where they were, he wasn't allowed to do the 12 to 6 elbows.
Oh, that's so crazy.
That's where I got it wrong. Something like that.
So this, I think Jersey's still like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's a lot of places that are like that, man. It's so dumb.
they're still using the unified rules.
It's so dumb. Like that rule doesn't make any sense.
It would be nice.
I get it if it's soccer kicks. Okay, you want to have a debate. But if you can elbow this way and this way and this way, but you can't go this way, that's just retarded.
And everybody else is doing it. So why would you not do it?
It doesn't make sense, and you have to remember what state you're in. So like when you're in the fight and you're on instinct and the guy's like this, but it's wide open for a 12-6 elbow. You're supposed to throw it. That's what it's for.
Yeah, for safety's sake and the fighters' and the referee's ability to make a decision, have consistency in the rule set.
It's just another elbow. It doesn't make any sense. With this one elbow that's outlawed, that's crazy, right?
I don't know what
you can knee the hell out of somebody in the face.
You can jump,
you can run and jump and knee him in the face.
Oh God! And some of the craziest knockouts we've ever seen come from that. Like we were just talking about Masvidal versus Askren.
Oh man! Hey, he's supposed to be wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, wow!
Is that
real? Is that a good
deal? It can't.
I saw him talking the other day.
Yeah,
when he was talking, he was coughing. Listen, when people who are athletes, they're afraid of wrestling because it's exhausting. They don't want to feel that burn in their lungs. You really want to push yourself out there? I worry about it.
Totally with you.
I mean, he had double lung transplant surgery. Like how long ago?
That was like a year ago.
A year ago?
Maybe 2 years ago. Yeah, maybe 2 years ago.
I'd be worried
at the most
about infection.
Yeah, I'd be worried about everything, and I would also be worried if you're doing that. I think you have to take immunosuppressant drugs in order to keep someone else's organs inside of you.
So you're going to go out to giant crowd.
My friend C.T. Fletcher, Fletcher? C.T. had a heart transplant, and he has to take medication to keep this heart in his body, keep his body from rejecting. And he has a bunch of complications from the medication, like it makes him swell, and he posts videos and pictures about it. Like it's a serious thing. And he had to be real careful during COVID. Like you have a heart transplant, and then you're on immunosuppressant drugs, and then all of a sudden, or a bad flu. Like anything bad will fucking kill you because your immune system is working in a weird way because it's trying to keep someone else's heart inside of you. Yeah, your body's like, who's this fucking heart?
Right,
It's not
yeah,
our heart.
for
Spit it
sure.
out. Your body's like, this is a
Trying to fight
disease.
it.
Which is wild that your body knows.
Yeah.
Like it recognizes that it's
This
from
ain't
another
worse.
entity.
Yeah.
And we're just like, no, we can hack nature, shove it in there, give you some drugs that make your body stay alive.
I think it was Bilal Muhammad. Yeah, it's Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, it's
He-
Bilal Muhammad.
Maybe he has like an agreement.
Yeah,
They gave us.
didn't they used to train together, right?
They did use to train together.
So they're friends.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the deal.
Dude, we were just reading about this last night. 2 people have had pig hearts transplanted in their bodies.
No way.
Yeah, one guy stayed alive, I think, for 60 days, and one guy stayed alive for 40 days.
Did they gain a lot of weight?
They start fucking shoveling their face in the trash.
Whose idea was it to put a big heart in another human being?
There's a bunch of doctors, because apparently pigs' hearts, for some reason, are similar in function to a human heart.
Say that about a sheep's vagina. Don't they?
They do.
I'm
They do.
a farmer, but that's what I heard.
That's what I heard too.
So, a pig's heart,
Yeah.
and is that fucking...
Fucking Sarah.
That's fucking crazy.
It's crazy. And so they did it on 2 people. Yeah. But either way, the whole thing of transplanting organs from other people is like super risky and dangerous. And once it's working, the number of, like, we looked at heart transplants. I don't know what it is for double lung transplants, but you look at mortality over a period of years. And so it's like 91% of the people survive the first year. And then it starts going down. So 9% of the people die after the heart transplant. But then it starts to go down. After, that's for the first year. When it gets to 5 years, then you're in the 80s or the 90s, and then the 80s, and it keeps dipping. It keeps dipping until like at 10 years, it's like half of them are dead.
Jesus.
Yeah. So you're buying some time,
Right.
but
That's
it's also
hard.
yeah.
Other
It's good. It's a good question. Like, so what is it like for double lung transplant? I don't know, but I would imagine it's fragile.
You want that in the fucking head? You want to push that when you're breathing heavy? It felt like yesterday he was making laps around the hospital floor, right?
Yeah.
And that's that dude.
Well, he's a winner, right? And that's the problem. Like sometimes when you're a winner, your will is so strong that you think you could force your body into unrealistic expectations.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, there's.
Like, I just, in my mind, too,
Bilal's
you
good.
cheated. You basically cheated death.
Yes.
Your family now, you have your family back, you understand you have a second chance. Like, why would you put that at risk to do something
Maybe him and
that you
Bilal
have nothing to prove?
have like a
you know?
friendly
That's kind of what I
wrestling
yeah.
role.
Yeah,
They have a friendly wrestling. I don't think that though. He's an animal.
Yeah.
Ben Askren's a fucking animal.
I don't think that they have an agreement with each other. I think that somebody told Bilal, hey, listen, man, don't push this dude.
Well, he said, like I saw him in an interview where he said, like his first question was, what are you talking about? Can he wrestle?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Has
yeah.
he even been cleared? So,
I would not accept that if I was Bilal. I'd be
That's-
like,
that's
it's not
Trump.
the pros.
Okay.
And this is no disrespect to Askren. It's like I think that guy's an animal. Like I was one of the biggest promoters of trying to get Askren into the UFC when he was the champion of Bellator, and then when he went over to ONE, and the argument was like he was boring. And I was like, no, he's not boring. It's crazy that he could do this to these guys.
Yeah.
He could take guys like Douglas Lima and just ragdoll them to the ground, and they can't do shit to him.
Right.
Korskov, remember, did
Yeah. He wasn't boring at all. He
Bro.
was destroying. Yeah.
Dolling these
Yeah.
guys. They had zero chance in him not taking them down. There was zero chance,
Mhm.
and it was beautiful.
Right.
It wasn't like Alex Pereira flying knee in somebody in the face, but it's still another way to
It
win.
was like a man and a child.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was crazy good. He was crazy good. And then we got him like a little late, right? We got him when he already had hip problems, and he eventually had to get a hip replacement after he got out of the UFC. He had already been 15 years in combat sports, and then all the years of wrestling, and like. But those days when he was running shit at Bellator, he was a motherfucker, dude. He was a motherfucker. Fight night is here. Title shots, debut killers, and the rising contender nobody's talking about yet, and only DraftKings has you covered every step of the way. The DraftKings app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets, bringing the game straight to your fingertips wherever you are. No matter where you're watching, you're always connected and in the game with one app. New DraftKings customers sign up with code Rogan, spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code Rogan in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Bet with DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, bet tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Canada. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Availability varies. Bet to get bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Trade to get $50 in predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Issued every 7 days via click-to-claim for 21 days. One non-withdrawable reward redeemable. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends July 19th. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
His fight with Damian Maia was so fucking awesome.
Amazing.
That's
fight.
a great. No, what's the beautiful thing about that fight is they're both. It's almost like the closest thing to style versus style that we could have nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, they're both so brilliant at the way they use their art. Him with his wrestling and him with jiu-jitsu. And in that fight, you got to see some of that with Ben. You got to see the takedowns. You got to see an Umaplata reversal, and a leg lock Ashi reversal. I mean, beautiful jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And it was such a great fight.
Dude, Damian Maia got fucked harder than anybody ever got fucked by a referee's decision.
Kamaru losing.
Yep, ever.
Right,
Nobody
right,
got
right.
fucked harder than
That was
Damian
a
Maia
pro
got
wrestler.
fucked.
Was it who was it?
I don't know, and maybe we shouldn't even put a name out.
Yeah. I can't do my boys like that, man. I gotta see them.
I want to think. I don't remember who it was, but I think it's a guy who doesn't do it in the UFC anymore. But he had him on his back, one hook in, over under. He had gotten to a position where like you are fucked, you're dry, and you got the best back specialist in the UFC.
Yeah,
Damian Maia was the way he ran through Neil Magny, like holy shit, man.
Yeah.
His jiu-jitsu is so high level, and for you to get him off, and Kamaru's one loss.
Right, was to
Naked choke?
Yeah,
Alex
Teixeira's brother.
So it's like, how many years ago was that? Like, and now you're fighting Damian Maia, and he's got your back. You're in danger.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're in danger, and the referee separated them.
So crazy.
Never got to that spot again. Kamaru played it nice. He fought a great fight, won the fight, and you're like, damn, Damian had him. He had him in a, like, not 9 out of 10, but he had him in like a 6 out of 10 spot. For him,
Yeah.
like half the time he
Right.
gets your back and you're dry and you're not at his level of jiu-jitsu, you're in fucking
You should
trouble.
you should never separate anybody from that position.
Never.
Now, I know you're not saying people love it, especially jiu-jitsu requires time to get to
and that's enough for you to make them neutral again? Fuck you.
I know, right?
It's so hard to get to Kamaru?
Yeah,
Kamaru,
I
who's
know,
hard
I
to get
know,
to his
yeah.
back?
And the tight with those two positions, the way space he makes him from on the ball.
You know the amount of time in the history of Kamaru's entire all these competitions where people got him disadvantageous practice. There's very few. Very few. Leon took it down. Here he is. This is crazy.
Oh shit. Do I need heads up?
Who is that?
No.
Right?
So, back it up again so you can see how good the position was a little
Yeah, look
further.
at that hook.
Can you get it a little further back? Yeah, here. So I wanted to see like when he starts entangling. This is so bad for Kamaru. You have to understand how bad this is.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is not just simply he's like behind you.
Maia had that. The progression. Like
Yeah.
it was
He was just about to beat that wizard.
yes.
Bro, look how good this looks too. Maya is just a gorilla.
His wrestling was underestimated too. Like he was
So it was technically everything. And his use of leverage and his positioning was always perfect. It was so beautiful to watch. When you see a guy just super high level jiu-jitsu in the UFC, just like, oh my God, this is beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I love how methodical he's working his way into this.
Dangerous, man.
Look at that.
He stepped in. Oh my God. He was gonna step in now.
Look at this. That arm is the only thing. And he's just about to beat that arm. And not only that, from here he could just start beating him up with the right hand, which he'll probably start doing.
So if the referee really stands him up from this position, Like, this is a crazy way to separate people. This is bad, man. This is like, for Kamaru, this is super dangerous.
Still got half
He's
the round left.
hanging on to that wizard for dear life is the only thing from keeping him from getting this guy on your neck. And that wizard is like at 40% power now, because look how far back it is.
Yeah. Not much into that.
Yeah, there's not much. It's hard. It's hard to generate power like that. With Kamaru, I mean, he's got full double underhooks. How do you break this up? This is crazy to break up. Like, this is such a dangerous position.
Oh, this is bad. I don't recognize the ref.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I recognize. I'm not going to say his name. There's no need to. But this is a giant mistake.
You're clear, Herb.
Sometimes in fights, man, these guys listen to the crowd.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of hard not to, right? They
Yeah.
feel responsible.
Yeah, they do.
And
And
then
in
they
the
go in-
organization, I'm sure they feel pressure because the organization wants like fast action fights. But there's certain situations where you gotta just accept the fact that sometimes this sport is not the most exciting for moments. Because it's so exciting in other spots.
Punching his ass.
Oh, that's crazy right there.
Right
That's
after he punched
fucking
him in the-
crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
That's the worst fuck
Yeah.
over that anybody's ever gotten in the UFC.
I mean,
I think that's the worst.
I mean, there is the time that fucking Bustamante had to get two submissions.
That's right.
That's a pretty big fuck.
That's who Maya reminds me of. His striking wasn't as good as Murillo's, but the combination of wrestling and his jiu-jitsu, like once he got a hold of you, he was probably going to put you
Yeah,
down.
Murillo was so good.
He's still coming around. He's got a fighter in the UFC now.
Nice.
Does he? That's
Yeah.
awesome. I saw him when I first started jiu-jitsu at Carlson Gracie's place.
Did you?
Yeah, the very first year that I started jiu-jitsu, it was like him, Vitor was there, Sergio Cohen, Mario Sperry. It was crazy. Like, I just stumbled, I just
a ridiculous room back
lucked
then.
out and wound up watching these guys train when like Vitor was about to make his UFC debut. I was just starting out. I was like, this is amazing.
Seen all them guys in there?
Dude, they were all in there, man. You could just come in off the street and see the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world training.
That's crazy.
It was crazy, and it was all they were all fighting in. There was the other guy. What's his name? Carlos
Barreto?
Barreto, that's right. Carlos Barreto. He was there too.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bunch of those Carlson Gracie team guys there. We just got lucky that this was the place that was. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like a He-Man figure.
Carlson had some savages. He really had a great team.
Yeah. It was pretty.
Laborio back
Oh,
then.
that's where I got my black belt from.
Laborio.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
He's nice.
another guy to be
Such
proud
a
of.
nice
He is a
guy.
good guy.
Such a nice guy. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of amazing when you realize that before 1993, Jiu-Jitsu had no schools.
Right? and now they're every corner.
Nuts.
Yeah.
That is like
ground
really
control.
insane. That's
Ground
truly
control.
insane. Like
Yeah.
the Gracie family, like the world owes them.
Yeah. No,
Come on,
there's no
world.
doubt about it.
Owes them. The world, the whole world.
The world is
Not
impacted. Like, think about
Yes.
the world.
The world. The whole world.
Yeah, everybody.
Because I think liking MMA has impacted culture, and then much more people training in jiu-jitsu has impacted culture.
Oh yeah.
Where the fuck
And
would we be if
Like
there...
the UFC's here because of the Gracies as well.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
obviously the Fertitas and Dana, but
Yeah, but
whose
Horian
idea was
started
it?
the whole thing. He wanted to have a
Exactly.
crocodile mode around it.
It's amazing.
I remember hearing about it in 1992 with Horian and Royce, the seminar I went to, and they were talking about that. They were talking about the different ideas what they were going to do. And I, even though I didn't think they were full of shit, I thought it was never going to happen. I'm like, look, it's blood sport, and it's on TV, they're going to be fighting. It sounded ridiculous. But now everybody's so used to it, it sounds ridiculous that it sounds ridiculous. Like,
That's true.
that's a
When
good point.
I first found out about it, I didn't watch it until it was UFC 2 because I will only watch on videotape. Like somebody from the gym told me about it, and I went and watched it. I got the videotape, like Hollywood Video, brought it home, and I was like, oh my god, they did it. They did. That's what I
That's
thought.
so you like, don't they pulled this off.
I saw
No,
pay-per-view.
they did the thing that we always wanted.
Oh,
So when I first
style
started,
versus style.
I first started taking karate, and I thought karate was good until I stumbled into this really good taekwondo school, and I was like, oh, taekwondo's the shit. And then I started boxing, like, oh my god, I can't box. And then I started kickboxing, like, oh my god, you can kick my legs? I didn't know you can kick my legs. Like, this is terrible. And then I started doing jiu-jitsu, like, oh my god, I'm helpless. So it's like all these steps along the way. I was like, it would have been nice if we knew what style was real. And this is what Bruce Lee tried. And bro, when I was starting out in like 88 doing Taekwondo, nobody knew nothing. Nobody knew what worked. Everybody just like said, that guy beats people in that thing, and that guy beat. I wonder what happened in front. No one knew.
Right.
But I saw UFC
wrestling was worthless. Grappling arts were worthless.
Yeah. Well, luckily I learned it was not worthless in high school when I got my ass kicked.
Me too, man. I sit on a fucking wooden dummy to chain. Why did you punch my ass? That's all I know. And every time I get into a real scrap, I'd go back to my season of 8th grade wrestling.
That's the case, but I also think that Wing Chun would work if you knew all the other, like Anderson Silva can use Wing Chun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of hand trapping.
Yeah, there's hand trapping and elbows from him. There's stuff that does work. If you know all the other shit, it's an added element.
Right.
It's like there's moves that you could do that that your opponent's not gonna. Your opponent is used to this, right? They're used to punches, like regular punches. Every now and then, weird shit can work because they don't see it coming, and then it opens up other big shots. And Wing Chun can. Those guys, when you watch the really good ones, like whack at each other's arms and shit, you're like, okay, there's like a little value in this.
Yeah.
There's a little value in getting good at this, as long as you know how to actually punch.
Yeah, I don't dismiss nothing, because anything can work in the right context.
It's just not going to work on Terrence Crawford.
Yeah. Yeah, not a boxing match against Terrence Crawford. It's nothing.
You
I don't know what is working against him anyway.
Not much.
No one has figured that out.
You know?
Not much.
No one has figured that out.
Not much.
Listen, you can have fun with it, but as far as value, I'd say very little value.
Very little.
Because
it's only valuable if you're already doing the other stuff.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you might as well be doing Muay Thai, Western boxing, or Jiu-Jitsu.
For sure. By itself, useless. But what I think is if you already are doing other stuff and you can train with a guy who can show you some of it, I think you would be like, oh, I see value in this. Like, do you remember when Dan Henderson was fighting Hector Lombard and he hit him with like a back elbow?
Right, yeah.
It was like or a back forearm. It was an elbow or it was an elbow.
Yeah, I think he like threw a punch and came
Just
back.
wild shit sometimes. You ever see people do standing back fists sometimes and they work? There's some shit that we're missing.
Yeah.
And like I think Wing Chun is part of it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, especially like when you're in close, like in clinching positions,
that's what I think.
you're just like trapping hands,
Inside.
bam, bam.
You know what I think is the number one thing that people should be doing? The number one thing that people should be doing is point fighting karate. It's if you want to add something. I mean, obviously not number one over wrestling and all that, but the number one thing to add. Don't add Wing Chun. Add point fighting karate.
But that's such a physical thing that a lot of people probably can't do, especially if you come from a wrestling background where you're so used to being like heavy and square.
Yeah.
To be able to turn sideways
in and out,
jump in and out like that.
But if you can do it, that advantage is so huge. When you watch like MVP when he's in his fucking prime,
that's so funny.
And
He gets a shot on a bullet.
Yeah, but the thing about back elbow, crazy. What a beautiful elbow from a wrestling position. Let me see that again. How did he land it? So yeah, he had his leg. Look at that. He's holding his legs, and he catches. Look at the fucking elbow. Oh, son, fantastic! What a fucking elbow. That's one of the greatest elbows of all time. Underappreciated elbow right there. To get a knockout elbow while you're hopping on one leg.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fighting off the takedown.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Wasn't Wing Chun.
But what I was getting to is these guys like MVP. That advantage is so huge. The advantage of being Wonder Boy in his prime, bro. That advantage is so nuts.
Well, I watch videos of people doing it online. I'm like, if you could do that in an MMA fight, no one will catch you.
Right.
You'll be in and out before they catch you.
Closest to it? Cyril Gane.
That's true.
Cyril Gane is not a point fighting karate guy. He's a Muay Thai, but he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this the other day. Like, what better sport to develop plyometrics and the ability to change direction than basketball? You're constantly changing direction, and they're big men.
Then why can't basketball players fight? They're the worst fighters on the planet.
They don't train.
That's true.
It's just because they don't train.
Yeah.
But Cyril Gane, you look at the way he moves like a basketball player can move, but he's 250 pounds and he's a heavyweight. And he can fucking strike.
Yeah, I remember I used to train Walt Harris. who was a pretty good basketball player. And I used to always try to tell him, man, it's the same thing. Your pivots are the same. You got to be able to move, change directions. It's the same thing. But as a heavyweight, it also comes with being lazy.
Yes.
Those guys are just lazy.
Well, it's harder to
Hey,
do.
fuck you, dude.
It's harder to move all that weight, right? It's like, it's hard to get a 248-pound guy to move like Cyril Gahn. There's not a whole lot of them. We were just talking about it the other day. I think it's an underappreciated thing because we're used to lighter weight fighters moving like that. But I'm like, name one. Name one guy in heavyweight who moves like that. You know who used to? You know who used to was the dark horse of the heavyweight division? Travis fucking Brown. When Travis Brown was in his prime, he was a bad motherfucker, dude. And he moved light. He was a big, tall dude, and he moved light.
And Berlowski used to.
He just had some, you know, wars, and they take their toll on you. But if you go back to like Travis Brown in his heyday, when he was knocking people out with those elbows from the clinch, and the way he would move, like he would move like super light on his feet, like bouncing around. And I think it was because he played basketball.
It's got to be it.
100% it makes sense. Because I know Travis played basketball.
Yeah.
You know, so when you get a big athlete that's light on their feet, that's a giant advantage.
Yeah, it is.
Because you only need one entrance that you didn't anticipate, and you get popped,
And just
now
getting-
you're compromised.
Getting that first step and being able to get a clean shot.
Dude, those karate point, I've only fought in a couple of karate point fights when I was a kid. When I was doing Taekwondo tournaments, we'd enter into them. And I fought this one guy that was like, his name was Mafia Holloway. He was like a champion. I couldn't even touch him. I couldn't even get close to him.
His first name was Mafia?
Mafia Holloway.
No.
He was a very famous, I don't know if it was his real name, but that's what his name was back then.
Mafia.
He was like a well-known black belt point fighting champion. I couldn't even touch him. I was like, Jesus, we're playing totally different games. I'm playing a continuous fighting game, which where you fight in Taekwondo for a certain amount of minutes, and he's playing this thing where you stop every time they hit you. And so you can't hit him, and he keeps hitting you.
Yeah.
And it's just stop, 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 stop. It's like, whoa.
It's so frustrating.
But I remember leaving going, ooh, I need to learn that. Like, that's crazy. I didn't know you could move that quick and just jump out of there the way he's doing it. I'm like, and you think about, like, these guys that fight him, like Kevin Holland, that fight MVP.
Yeah.
After a while, they're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. He was in his corner saying that. Like, I can't.
Yeah, he's quicker than I thought.
Like, what am I doing here? This is nuts. You just can't do anything to him. He's styling on you.
Yeah, that's why when I trained Tyron to fight Steven Thompson, Wonder Boy, I knew the mistake that everybody was making. They were using just regular tall kickboxers. I went to karate schools, and we got just karate kids that did that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I was like, don't worry about takedowns. We don't even need to get there. Just be able to deal with this movement and his length, and being able to deal with that because it's different.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Dude was very good. He was very good. He didn't get me with that. He got me with a couple of side kicks to the body, though. I'll tell you that. I was very impressed. I was impressed by the speed in which he was able to, like, move forward and back. Because that darting in and just tagging each other's speed is a totally different speed than, like, continuous fighting. Because continuous fighting speed, you would assume that if the guy's hitting you, that you're going to counter and you're going to exchange. And what these guys are used to is they never exchange. They just pop you. They pop you and they get the fuck out of there.
And that's
Like
an
an asset of the day. Giant asset.
because you can just knock somebody out. That's
Giant
it.
asset. It's a giant asset. Also, it's like if you try to play their game, you should just try to play their game just to realize how hard it is. And you're like, oh, this is a different thing. This is all about the blitz. It's all about the entry.
They switch stances at will too.
At will.
Yeah.
At will. You know, but I think all the good guys do now. I think there's too many cap kickers out there.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch One? Do you watch Kickboxing in One? Did you see Jonathan Haggerty and Yuki Yosa?
It wasn't good for Haggerty, was it?
No, he won. He figured it out. Haggerty was.
He's the guy that beat that dude that was wrecking everybody.
He's a
Haggerty's
elbow guy.
That's
He's
right.
he's just a full-on. He beat him by continuous movement and switching stances.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Shit, I think I saw
I did see that.
It's a really
For sure.
technical
For
fight.
sure.
Like, if you really like striking,
Yeah.
it's a really technical fight. He did an amazing job of just constantly giving him different looks and switching stances and moving and then catching him in exchanges. And dude, it was fucking beautiful
Yeah,
because
it
he
was.
was crushes everybody's legs. It was really
He
sweet.
just kept switching stances.
Just kept switching stances, and he did a lot of great boxing from the outside too. It was just.
Then we
but
have
he
a
never gave me the
Merlin
same
Blue
look. See that? Like,
SQ442.
Look at that.
And then knees to the
This is
body, a
for
lot of knees to the body.
Mitch.
It was beautiful, brilliant fight.
Sap.
I was
And
just
Dakota, Sap.
chatting with
Thank
him
you guys.
on Instagram. I'm gonna try to get him on. Nuts. Bring him to America. Like,
Appreciate your
this is what
patience.
Zuffa should be
Thank you for
promoting.
being part of the U.S. Ant
You know, I
family.
mean, I know they love boxing. That's awesome. I'm glad they're doing that. But, you know, this is it. If you want another thing.